Hello learners, I hope you are finding the modules enjoyable of this online course on domestic equipment maintenance. I welcome you to another module, that is module 15 on computer and peripheral equipment. This module is divided into two sessions. First session is on the desktop and laptop computer system, operations and maintenance. And the second session is on operation and maintenance of printer and scanner. In the previous module, we have discussed about the security equipment. The learning objectives of this session are to explain the various types of the printer, then to identify the basic parts of the printer and scanner, and the last objective is to provide the basic knowledge on common faults, its troubleshooting and maintenance process of the printer and scanner. Let us start the session with an introduction to the printer. As you all know that the printer is an output device and the scanner is an input device. The printer is a commonly utilized device for generating hard copy output. It transfers information and data from a computer onto paper. While certain printers are designed solely for textual content, others have the capability to produce both text and graphics. Printers are divided into two major categories: impact printer and non-impact printer. The impact printer is the printer that works by physically striking a head or needle against an inked ribbon to produce characters and images on paper. On the other hand, the non-impact printers are the printers that work by not physically striking a head or needle against an inked ribbon to produce characters or images on the paper. Impact printers are divided into dot matrix printer and daisy wheel printers. Let us see what is dot matrix printer now. This printer is the cheapest but noisiest of all the printers. It forms characters by striking a matrix of tiny dots against the paper. This printer prints one character at a time. The printer uses a fine stripe of carbon, and depending on what pin it is, will determine the quality of the printing. The pin sizes range from 9 to 24 pins. The print head hits the ink ribbon with one of its many pins, causing it to form a letter, number or character. The next is daisy wheel printer. Another type of impact printer, that is daisy wheel printers, operate in much the same fashion as a typewriter. It uses a wheel or disc with raised characters on its spokes. When a character is to be printed, the wheel rotates to position to desired character and a hammer strikes the character against an inked ribbon and on the paper. The printer is also called the letter quality printer. The main drawbacks of the impact printer are that though the impact printers are known for their ability to create multi-part forms, making them suitable for tasks like printing invoices or receipts, however, they are generally slower and noisier compared to the non-impact printers. The next category, that is the non-impact printers, are commonly used are inkjet printer and the other is laser printer. The inkjet printer are popular for producing high quality color prints and are commonly used in homes and offices. This non-impact printers does not touch the paper while printing. Instead, the print head sprays inks onto paper, forming an image or text. The common speed of an inkjet printer is about 5 to 20 page per minute and 300 dots per inch. Now the laser printer. Among the different types of printers, laser printers remain the fastest and the most efficient way to produce text and images, offering high resolution and quick speeds at a relatively low cost. A laser printer uses a laser beam to form an electrostatic image similar to a photocopier. The laser charges areas of a photosensitive image drum. Toner particles are then attracted to these areas of the drum. By rolling this drum against a piece of paper, the printer creates an image on a paper. In the final stage, heat is used to fuse the toner to the paper. In all types of printers, the operation process involves communication with a computer or other devices like mobile, the translation of digital data into a print-friendly format, and the physical applications of ink or toner onto paper through various methods. Now let us discuss the internal components of a printer. Printers consist of various essential parts that work together to produce printed documents. Some of the common parts of a printer are: number 1, paper tray or paper feeder. The function of the paper feeder is to hold the paper for printing. The next component is the paper pickup roller. It is used to feed paper through the printer during the printing process. The next is print head. It contains nozzles that spray ink or toner onto the paper to create text and images. Then logic board or the printed circuit board. The function of the printed circuit board is to manage the printer's operation and communication with the connected device. Various passive and active components are mounted in this board to fulfill various functions. The next component is fuser unit. The printer fuser is a vital component in laser printers or copiers, which is responsible for ensuring the adherence of the toner ink to the paper. Comprising 2 heated rollers, the fuser is frequently implicated in malfunctions. The next component is USB or network ports. These ports allow the printer to connect to a computer, mobile, or network for data transfer. Power button. The power buttons are used to turn the printer on or off. Printer gear motor assembly. The printer motor is a small low power motor that is typically used to move the print head or the paper feeder in printers. Belt. The function of the belt is to move the print head across the paper during printing. Output tray. The output tray collects printed documents as they come out from the printer. So learners, understanding these internal components provides valuable insight into the mechanism of printers and allow users to make informed choices when selecting a printer for specific needs. Dear learners, as we have come to the end on the discussion of types and internal components of a printer, let us test our learning by attempting these questions. After attempting these questions, we now go ahead to the next topic about the common issues that may occur in the printer. So first is the paper jam. This issue arises as paper gets stuck in the printer, disrupting the printing process. Potential reasons of this problem include improper paper loading, rollers that are damaged, or derbies obstructing the paper part. To troubleshoot this issue, one can remove any jammed paper carefully. Check for the torn paper scraps that might be causing this issue. Additionally, it is essential to confirm that the paper is correctly loaded in the proper place. One prevalent issue of a printer is the print quality issues. The issue of poor quality output can be identified by problems like unclear, faded prints, streaks, or smudges. To troubleshoot this issue, one can check ink or toner levels, replace the cartridge if necessary. One can examine that the paper type and the quality settings match the printer's specifications. Connection problems. In this issue, the printer is not responding to print command from the computer. To troubleshoot this issue, one can ensure that the printer is powered on. Then examine all the cables connected between the printer and the computer. Restart the printer and the computer. Slow printing. In this problem, the printer takes an unusual long time to complete the print jobs, and the problem may be due to large file sizes, high resolution printing, or insufficient printer memory. In order to reduce this problem, check for any large print jobs in the printer queue and cancel or pause unnecessary ones. Ensure the printer drivers are up to date. Ghosting. This issue arises when faint or repeated images appear on the printed page. It occurs due to worn out or damaged drums or fusor unit in laser printers. To troubleshooting this issue, replace the toner or ink cartridge. Examine the drum or fusor unit. Adjust the printer settings to reduce likelihood of ghosting. The next problem is the error messages. If a printer displays error codes or messages, then check for paper jams, level of ink or toner, reset the printer, and follow specific instructions provided. Spooler issues. In this particular problem, print jobs become stuck in the print queue. For addressing this problem, one can restart the print spooler service on the computer. Clear the print queue or update or reinstall printer drivers. Dear learner, now let us see a short video on various components of a printer. So now let us move another topic, that is maintenance process of a printer. To ensure your printer operates at its peak performance, it is essential to upkeep its functioning components. Number 1. Regularly clean both the interior and exterior of the printer by dusting or wiping it with a lint-free towel. Number 2. Turn off your printers regularly, especially if they remain unused for an extended period. Number 3. When powering down the printer, avoid unplugging it from the wall. Instead, utilize the off button to allow the printer to complete its shutdown protocol. This process helps prevent the cartridges from drying out or jamming. Number 4. Ensure you always select high quality and reliable cartridges for optimal performance. Number 5. Replace your ink cartridges before they completely dry out, as allowing them to dry can lead to unnecessary wear and tear on the machines. Always replace the cartridge when the printer tells you that it is low on ink. Dear learners, as we have come to the end of the discussion on common problems that may occur in the printer and its troubleshooting and the maintenance process, let us test our learning by attempting these questions. So after attempting these quiz questions, we now go ahead to the next topic, that is about the scanner. A scanner is a device that enables a computer to transform an image, text, or object onto digital code, allowing the computer to exhibit and utilize the image. The sophistication of a scanner lies in its capacity to convert an extensive range of analog voltage levels into digital values. The scanner captures information from a page and translates it into code usable by the computer. Once an image is scanned, it becomes editable, printable, or applicable in various computer applications. Scanners may include specialized software known as optical character recognition, which can interrupt printed or handwritten text, enabling further manipulation of the information within the computer. Internal parts of a scanner. The scanner consists of several key parts that facilitate the process of capturing digital images or text. Here are the common parts of a scanner. Number 1. Document glass or platen. Flat surface where a single sheet or pages from a book are placed for scanning. Number 2. Automatic document feeder. The function of this component is for automatically feeding multiple pages into the scanner for consecutive scanning. The next component is scan head or scanner bar. The function of this component is that it contains sensor or light sources that remove across the document, capturing images or text. Next is rollers. It is used to assist in feeding paper through the scanner, ensuring even and consistent scanning. Control panel or buttons. Interface for controlling scanning settings such as resolution, color depth, and file format. The USB network ports. It allows the scanner to connect to the computer or network for data transfer. The next component is the power button. The power button turns the scanner for on and off. Now let us see some maintenance process of a scanner. Maintaining a scanner is essential to ensure optimum performance and longevity. Some maintenance process for a scanner are cleaning the glass surface. Regularly clean the glass surface to remove dust, fingerprints, or any residue that may affect the scan quality. Number 2, cleaning the automatic document feeder. If your scanner has an automatic document feeder, clean the feeder rollers and separate pad following the manufacturer's guidelines. Regular cleaning helps prevent paper jams and ensures smooth document feeding. Next, checking for firmware updates. Regular checking of the scanner manufacturer's website for firmware updates. Update the firmware to ensure compatibility and improve functionality. Managing scanner software. It is important to keep scanner drivers and software up to date. Uninstall outdated or unnecessary software. Poor handling of documents. Always ensure that documents being scanned are free from staples, paper clips, or any debris that could damage the scanning mechanism. So learners, by following these maintenance practices, you can help ensure that your scanner operates efficiently and produces high quality scans over an extended period. So dear learners, as we have come to the end of the discussion on the scanner, let us test our learning by attempting the following questions. After you have attempted these questions, now we come to the end of the session on printer and scanner, operation and maintenance. Let us see a short video on the scanner now. So we come to the end of the 15th module on computer and peripheral equipment. In this lecture, we have discussed the basics of a printer and scanner. We also have a knowledge on various types of printer and its internal components of a printer and scanner. We also highlighted on the maintenance processes of these two devices. I hope you have been able to understand the common technical problems, troubleshooting process, and maintenance requirements of a printer and scanner. Thank you. See you again.